share your opinion about MOTOTECH?
First of all, I really like the concept of MOTOTECH where people from the OEMs, people from the suppliers, people from the tier 2 suppliers also coming together and talking about how we can have, more on the sustainability part, especially in the automotive. And I believe that is a very good concept of getting the people at the same platform, talking about the ideas and sharing the concepts and sharing the knowledge with each other. That's a fantastic idea. Thank you, Moto team, for organizing this.
Thank you, ma'am, for being part of it. Can you please share the significant trends that are shaping the future of automotive industry?
I believe from the trend side, if you see, EV has been taking a lot of share, and we have seen the way EV, especially in the two-wheeler, three-wheeler market, and also in the buses market has increased. If you just see the data for 24, there has been a significant increase of more than 54% in the three-wheeler company, while for the two-wheeler it is 40%, and even the buses has taken a considerable. RPM has recently launched on 11 September the PME drive. This is also to have a more of push towards for adopting the technology. Also, automotive is seeing the other important factor of implementing sustainability as a part of their business functions and business particularly going in depth. So it is not only about making an awareness, but it is also about how should they implement it as to make their supply chain more transparent, how to have more better practices of greener sustainable practices or procurement practices as a part of their business functions. So automotive in the overall, as I always say, they are the drivers of the new systems, new stuff, and on the technology side, and this will also help the other industry to pick it up from this.
Ma'am, we do follow you, and you are a voice of leadership. So how do you see women in manufacturing and taking up the leadership roles?
I do write a lot about this, especially having the women representation in the workforce in the manufacturing industry. And not only the manufacturing, even the other associated industries like constructions and the logistics and the others. If you see, especially overall, if I see even from the operational to the leadership, the ratio is somewhere around 18%. And one thing which always struck me that it's not still going beyond. There are companies which are making a lot of effort to have those, but I believe there is a lot of flexibility is still required. We have to see that if you see the data that was being given by the labor force participation rate, women mostly leave into their mid career. There are 20 to 25% of attrition happening into that area, especially into that. And from the manufacturing, like I worked for 22 years in the manufacturing sector, and I believe there is, one thing which, there are few things which are required to be done by the industry. One is having a mentor. A mentor anchor is very, very important to have, because women need to see that if I have a longevity career into the manufacturing, there has to be people guiding them for that. Second is, I believe, giving them the right job and the right opportunities. So women also needs to take up, or management needs to make the place for them to take up the core role into the manufacturing, not only the serving role, but also the core role, like having in the commercial, having in the manufacturing, the quality, and having that increase more. We have seen that increase from at least 12% to 18%, but that still we require a lot. We represent half of the population, and I believe this industry needs to also have the same representation even in the workforce. Third thing I believe there is, networking even like this, Mototech or the other ones, which are particularly into the automotive and the manufacturing. We need to help them get connected into this, because when they come here, learn about it, and need about the people, I believe that will help them also to understand on this. So for the women to come and equally have a representation, that should be the goal even for automotive and the manufacturing industry. There is these important things, and also upskilling. That's very, very important, which I keep on telling that, if you have got into the industry, keep yourself upskilled. Like I started as a mechanical engineer, then went into the new product portion of as a project manager, then as a value analyst, then now as a sustainability expert. So as the trend are changing, one needs to also upskill themselves. That's very, very important. And that's how I believe we can have more and more women and having a longer career and a better career in the manufacturing industry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.